First opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Caesars Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Tonight, we've got one last present under the tree, our final Monday Nighter of the year, between the Los Angeles Chargers and the New Orleans Saints. The kicker for the Saints, Will Lutz, has it teed up, and here we go from New Orleans. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense. Good job there. Pretty simple. The hole was created. Runner just darted right through.
Yeah, that's kind of play teams are looking for to have some success early in a ball game. If you're an offensive play caller, you mark that run down. Make sure you keep coming back to it throughout the game until they stop it.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak, and what's working in their favor, the winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down. So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there. How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Herbert. He's got a man complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A big pickup of 38. This is a quarterback that's already in the top 100 all-time in passing yards, but that last throw going to move him past Roger Staubach on the all-time list. Roger Charles at 22,700.
Don't forget, he also won 2 Super Bowls, played from 1969 to 1979. And I would dare say
he finds his receiver Williams for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Chargers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
From the 44, Carr. This is caught. It's Hardy. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 23 yards to pick up there. Well, we know he's he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Shotgun now for Carr. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And the Chargers are going to get the football here at their own 23.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
The Charger drive about to get going. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Herbert. Catch made here by Campbell. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. This defense for the Saints, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Cameron Jordan, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense. They kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Pete Werner. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched the playoff.
And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints are an extra point away from evening this one up. What's good on the extra point? And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Skirts by him at the 35. And that's going to be good for a Chargers 1st down as he gets it up past the 35.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back 1st downs.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And this is caught by Williams. Williams. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 21. 7-7, our score after one. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Throwing on 2nd and long. Herbert. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half with the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He'll get this to Eckler. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up 1st and goal.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. He'll decide to keep this once more. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Herbert scoring on the keeper from 6 yards out. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
Chargers 14, Saints 7. Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense, 1st and 10. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Meanwhile, Carr's throw caught by Olave. 2 yards on the pickup there. 3rd and 7 now.
Well, it's time to get credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The Saints at 7-8 now on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
The Chargers 49-yard line.
Throwing now is Carr. Over the middle into the hands of Michael Thomas. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 34-yard line.
First down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Now Carr. There again is Thomas. They've gone to him a lot. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Into the red zone, it's Carr. Flush to his right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Carr. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Carr. And that's incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
The kick by Lutz is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Charger drive about to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that. Chargers defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. They got 29 yards that time.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And this shot downfield on 2nd down is brought in. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 13-yard line. Herbert operating from the red zone. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. From 13 yards out as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that makes it a 21-10 game.
21, Saints 10. Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for. Now 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6. Here's Herbert. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. The mistake there by the offense, Charles, they tried to pick on a Pro Bowl corner in coverage there, and not the smartest decision. He reminded him that he was a Pro Bowl corner with not only the pick, but the pick 6.
And those guys who have that designation, sometimes they get a little bit bored in games because people try to avoid them. They absolutely love it when they get challenged, and it's a chance to remind everyone exactly why they were tagged as one of the best in the league the prior season.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room. But I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
He's airing it out for Williams. And that's caught inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now it's Herbert. And that's into the hands of Eckler. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Herbert throwing again. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Now a timeout signal for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Going to throw on third down with Herbert. He finds his receiver Williams for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams with career touchdown number 70. And the Chargers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. From deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. Throw left side complete to Troutman. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. As confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Carr now on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
Carr's pass complete to number 25. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 44-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Carr. He completes it to Olave. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 41-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Now Carr. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's Carr. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Throwing out right here, caught by Olave. And he is going to have a Saints first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
That's another Saints first down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
That's another Saints.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. From 13 yards out. And the Saints are able to cut into that deficit. Lutz with the extra point. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Breaks the tackle, now an alley. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
He'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the first down. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 55 rushing yards rushing for him now in the ballgame.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll try the air now with Herbert. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
From this vantage point, they've got the lead here, so for me, that'd be enough to go ahead and punt the football and let my defense defend the long field.
If you go for it, you don't get it, then you really put your defense in a tight spot.
Yeah, but we never know what people ultimately will decide to do here on 4th and inches.
They'll try and run for it. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th on their own side of the field. Close to the 50, but their own side of the field. They only needed a couple of inches, and they were able to get it done.
And it doesn't matter whether you're a zone blocking team, a man blocking team, gap blocking, whatever you want to call it. When it's in this situation, it's really man-on-man, isn't it? Who's going to win the battle? And right there, we saw it. At the point of attack, find enough yardage to pick up a first down. Give them credit for that one.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Over the middle, complete. That's Williams. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 26. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, 26 yards. And the Chargers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now.
42, Saints 24. Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
On 2nd and 9, Carr. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. Throwing on first down is Carr. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Derwin James with a pick.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Herbert. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. On is the Chargers punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory. but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
To throw again on 2nd down. Carr. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Throwing now is Carr. Open man is Michael Thomas. Oh, he's got some breathing room.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10.
That's good.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
1st and goal. 8-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal.
On 2nd and goal, Carr. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Touchdown, Saints. A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Saints have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. All right, so this one not quite over yet. Back to a 2-score game, CD.
Yeah, you've still got 3+ minutes to go, so when you think about cutbacks, it's happened before. Now, it hasn't happened often, but you've got to think to yourself, let's be the next great comeback story and play this one out.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Derwin James with a pick.
And the Saints are right back in this football game.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there. That's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled into 20.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. It's Eckler again. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Back to throw here, Herbert. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Marcus May with a pick.
And the Saints are going to take possession of the football.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
He'll get it inside the 20. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Carr now to throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, you know, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
On 2nd and 10, Carr.
He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taysom Hill with career touchdown number 60. And the Saints have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. What's good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Once more, here's Eckler. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
On 2nd down, here's the option. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Up the middle with Eckler. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. 143 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Victory formation time for the Chargers. They take a knee. Normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete